There we go. I think that's fixed. Is this better? Do I have a working microphone now? Got to see. You can hear me? Sweet. Thanks, James. Mr. Direct, how you doing? For some reason, I don't hear it on my end, but you guys can hear me? You. Because it's not. Just want to make sure it's not using. What's up, Scion? How you doing? You guys can hear me, right? Yes, we can hear you. You got to dump out again. Why do you say that, guy? Loud and clear. All right, cool. Yeah, for some reason I can't hear it on my end. I don't understand why, but as long as you guys can hear me, that's all really matters. So today we're going to be putting in some Flysky Nobel receivers. I got 3 of them to put in. Did you hear that rustling? Yeah, I can normally hear myself when I check my stream. I don't know why I can't. What do you mean? Why do I say that? You jumped on the live, jumped out, and I'm asking you if I know. Oh, no. The first time, I don't think my mic was working. But yeah, we're going to install some Flysky Nobel receivers into 3 trucks, program the controller. I was going to do a video on it, but I figured it'd be like a really boring video, so I'm making a boring live instead. 1 second, guys, just grabbing a tea. Three viewers. Appreciate you guys coming in. I hope nobody's in that other one. There was like 6 people in there. I had to dump it out. Hopefully nobody's in there. Just check real quick. How's everybody's day? How's everybody doing? What's everybody doing today? I got to work early, so yeah. This one I'm going to remove. 1 sec, guys. Just let me take down the old one, just so people don't click on that one by mistake. Content live. There's a 1 minute one. That's going to go bye-bye. All right, cool. Now I'm back. I just wanted to take the other one down so people didn't click on the wrong one. Oh my god. Booted out. Oh, you already knew I got booted out? Yeah, I had to restart it. My fault, guys. This is only my 3rd one, so I'm still figuring out like all the little things I got to figure out. All right. So the first truck I'm going to get my ugly mug out of the way, is going to be that one right there. I'm going to put one in the Savage, the Nitro, and that one's going to be the hardest, I think, to put it in, just because it is a Nitro, so I got to make sure throttle, servo is all hooked up right and stuff, like with the endpoints. But shouldn't be hard. I'm going to get a stand for you guys, put you up a little higher. Someone said hello from the Netherlands, and I think he said he didn't hope it's good. Yeah, I hope it's good too if you're in here. But if not, well, sorry. If you guys see, I put an obnoxious receiver battery in here. It's 5,000 mAh. It's for a fifth scale, so I just zip tied it to the front. And yeah, so that's what I use in this nitro. So I can literally run all day and not worry about the receiver dying. I'm gonna get a stand to set you guys up so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Get my mouse out of the way. Sorry guys, I should have did this before I started. There we go. A little better. More better butter. Cool. All right, looking good, looking good. So yeah, for the way I ran this battery on here is there's a door here for a charging port, but I just hooked the battery up that way, and this battery charges through one of those old white connectors, and yeah, it works really well. I'm gonna disconnect this bad boy. 7 people already. Welcome everybody. So I almost had a fire in here before. I had my old hump pack in here. The wires got frayed and touched and smoked, and yeah, almost went up in flames. So to this day, it still smells like burnt electronics. So that was an interesting day. How's everybody's Sunday? Take this tray out. Yeah, these are just mounted like on the Savages. These are just mounted on a little tray. And there it is. So let's see. I'm gonna pull this receiver off. And I'm gonna keep this receiver for the parts Savage because the receiver on the other one, the antenna got ripped off. If I ever get a one-way bearing for that. You're still waiting on your Nobel? Yeah, it's totally worth the wait. I actually found, I got a notification from Amazon for these receivers that I like to get that normally take like a month or 2 to get here. A seller in the US had them, so I got them in 2 days. So that's why I bought 2 more. Every once in a while, there's a seller that gets them on Amazon, so I always check. This receiver's a little bigger, not much. I'll just get my fat fingers out of the way. Not much bigger. Should fit in there okay. So this is battery. This is 1 and 2. So the thing with this, with nitros, I had the same issue on my 2-stroke. Is channel 1 is normally for the battery, but that's not how it works for a nitro. But I'm pretty sure on my 2-stroke I put the power in the servo slot, if I'm not mistaken, and that worked. So plug this battery back in and see. It should have some juice. Yep, she's blinking. Cool. She's ready to bind. I'm gonna bind it and I'm gonna make it all pretty in here. Ooh, guys. I was an old one. Good. How much? They were normal price, like $30 for one. That's like the going price for the Nobel receivers. It's like 32 or something like that exact. But yeah, it was I always go in there and look because, like I said, every once in a while a U.S. seller gets them. So when I can get them in a couple days, I always do it. I'm gonna try to clean this off a little bit because I'm gonna use 3M double-sided tape just to put this back on. I should have a razor. Here it is. Anybody go out and run anything today or what? I was actually done work pretty early today, around 12. So I got home and just cleaned out my truck. My pickup truck was dirty inside, like real dirty, like crap everywhere. Clean that out. Uh, Ate some lunch, and here I am. Not all of my trucks are going to get a Nobel. Um, my Revo 3.3, I'm going to leave stock because that's one I give everybody to run because I have so many parts for it. But I will be putting one in the Outcast 8S. Um, and then I have one more. I was planning on putting in something. I don't remember. Where's everybody from? Cool. Let me grab that double-sided tape. But remember, it's a lunch box. That was a lunch box. Where's my double-sided tape at? Oh, here it is. Oh, you're from Mass? Nice. What Noble kit did you get? Did you get the one with the internal and external antennas, or did you get the one with just the two internals, or the one with just the one external antenna receivers? I got the one with one external and one internal. I put the internal on my rock crawler. I don't know if you see my range video, but I did a range test comparing the two. One with both. Nice. Wow, what are you going to put them in? Um, oh, you did? Nice. Well, I appreciate you watching it. All right, so the antenna is going to come up through here. So I'm going to mount this. This goes on like this. So I will mount it. Then I'll put this battery for a sec. I'm going to mount this. Like so. Okay, so this is the Nobel. If you guys haven't seen any videos on it, go check. I have a few. I have unboxing, range test, first like impressions video. But if you watch towards the end of my range test, I go over the controller and like talk about how I like it, and I think that ending part really is some of the best I did on this controller. Just to really sum it up. You have 20 RCs, but I only got 5 receivers, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. But I like to leave some without them, just because, like I said, if someone doesn't have an RC and wants to play, I can still give them one of mine to play with. Jessica, how you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you coming in. It's not going to be too exciting, just hooking up some receivers. Here's the bind plug. All right, so we're going to add let me see if I can do this on kind of video. I did do this on a video, but so we're going to model. Select the model. This can go up to 20. So I already have a Savage one set because I knew I was going to do this to Savage, so I'm just going to go to Savage. And then we're going to find a new receiver. I'm going to show you guys that real quick. Go to where is it? Yeah, so you're going to go into the RX set right here. And then you're going to bind with receiver. And then obviously it's not going to work yet because I don't have the bind plug in, but we'll do that. And then once that's done, and it said binding failed because obviously it's not set up yet. So we're going to just take the bind plug. There's a bind slot at the top in this receiver. You just slide this bad boy in and then power it up. Should get fast blinking on the receiver, which I do. So we're going to hit bind with receiver. Bind successful. It's all bound. It's that simple. Super simple. So now we're going to test everything to make sure I don't have anything in backwards. Are these backwards? Yes. So steering is backwards. So we're going to go into reverse. And you just go to steering. That should be good. That's it. That's going to right away. Yeah, Jessica, I appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys can. It sounds like what? I think the steering servo on this is starting to go. But yeah, and that's honestly as simple as it is. This thing's super intuitive, and this is going to say signal loss. says signal lost, and that's it. So that's the Savage. It's all hooked up. I'm going to tighten this up, make it a little nicer in there. And that's it. And then we're going to put it into another car. We're going to put another one up here. You can't stay long. That's cool, Jessica. I appreciate you coming in. Where does the bind plug go exactly? Right here. Actually, I can show you this one. Okay, so right here at the top. It says bind. It goes in like a normal plug. Focus. So where's that bind plug? Focus. Focus. So you see that bind? And then it literally just goes in like that. And that's it. And then if you have to update these, because there are updates for these sometimes, if you can't get your receiver to update, what you do is you take your bind plug and you put it between bind and channel 3 this way. And it'll update that way. Sometimes they won't take an update, and that's how you would fix that. But that's it. It's literally it's self-explanatory. You just go through the menus, and that's it. Like, they're all hooked up and ready to go. But if someone's new and just got in here and want to see it, don't worry, I'm going to do another truck. But yeah, I can't complain about this thing, man. It's super, super easy. Like, I was intimidated when I first got it, but once I start messing with it a little bit, I still don't know all the ins and outs of it yet, but thank you. So let's see. I'm gonna seat this in here like these. $508. You're the one that's you said you got it. What's it called? What made you want to get it? I wanted to get a controller I can hook to multiple trucks. I almost got the like the way it's rain. I almost got the I put that on backwards. The Rugged, but I'm super glad I didn't because I heard a lot of horror stories about that. Oh, don't rip that off. Yeah, I just put this on backwards, not a big deal. Stick it back down. Just tube out. So like the transmitter is beeping right now because there's no truck attached to it. It'll turn off eventually. You finally got one of your videos finished. So much editing for 3 minutes. Hey, put the effort in. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to watch it. Is that the one you said your son is in it too? I think that's what you were saying before. Slide this antenna up through here, like that. Now, honestly, this doesn't need to be nearly as big. He will be in part 2. Oh, fancy. You got 2-parters and stuff coming? I don't even think I have 2-parters. What are you using to edit? I know we had this conversation before. You were talking about editing tools. $10 views. I'm surprised for a Sunday mid-afternoon stream. It's awesome. So that antenna is not as long, so it doesn't need that much tube. And if you guys see my range test on this, like, it's insane. So, all right, stop beeping. There, I can power it off. That's one truck. And then I'm going to take this, zip tie these like Wait, no, this has to come through. This has to come through over here. Actually, I might not have to zip tie anything. Just zip tie this maybe like this, just to keep these down. But so that's how power drive is going out. Oh yeah, that's rough. At least you got the edit done. What software did you use? Did you answer that? I'm not sure. Because I know we were talking about software before. So, all right. All right, all right, all right. If you guys, I don't know how many of you guys are into Nitro, but if you guys could find a Savage 4.6X, the ones with the two shocks on either side are nice, but this is the newer one with the single shock. They're awesome, man. They're easy to tune, reliable. Like they are a beast, man. I just wish HPI would get their crap together, or someone buy them and actually do something with their brand. So this goes in here. Oh my god, my fat fingers. Ah. There she is. That's good. Yep. And then I'm going to put the battery through here. What's it called? If you guys do what I did and get a huge battery, just know that it being in the front, it is in danger. It's not a LiPo, it's a regular battery, but yeah, it's in the front. I've never really broken anything on here yet, but you always have that over your head. So just if you do it, be careful. This I'm gonna have to like zip tie somewhere like back here like this, so I can charge the truck, and when I'm driving, it doesn't flop out. So let me get another zip tie, which I'm surprised that hasn't happened. And there's nothing wrong with this receiver. It's what came out of it. I'm gonna put it in my parts Savage once I get a wall bearing for that, because I don't know if you guys seen, but I did buy one of these used for a good price for parts for this. But it's in really, really beautiful shape. The only bad thing is the one-way bearing in the back is shot. So I'm going to keep that for this. And he ripped the antenna off because these things wheelie like an animal. So I've done it to this one before. This is a new one, actually. 10 people. I appreciate you guys coming in, man. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Let me get a zip tie on here. If I can find where I put them. There. Nitro goodness. I'm actually going to be doing a Nitro kit build on live for the winter. So if you guys are interested in seeing that. So yeah, let me just double check to make sure this thing's still working, but I don't see why I want to be unless I pinch the wire. Welcome to Nobel. So you can actually see everything on the screen too. Like you can adjust all your endpoints and whatnot. Let's turn this on. Right is right. Left is left. Throttle. Brake. Beautiful. It's ready to go. I'm telling you, that steering cell is taking it. It's going to take a crap soon. Way slower than it used to be. Plus this battery's dying. And if you guys didn't know, this Nobel, this is a battery that can come off. If I remember how. Yeah, you just pull it back, and this is just another battery bank. So there's a battery in here, but you can back up your battery here, or if you have a GoPro or something, you can charge your GoPro while you're doing stuff with it. But I just use it on here, and then like it pushes down and forward. Like that. And then like say your transmitter starting to die, you just hit this button and it'll charge this up here. And then when you don't need it, you can just turn it off. So it's just backup. And honestly, I haven't had to recharge this in a long time. It holds the charge really, really long. So that's the Savage, man. And I say it all the time, but there's a reason why they call it a Savage. It's a beast. I think I'm going to put a couple more spacers in the front because I put this really heavy battery in the front end. So I think I'm going to lift it up just a smidge because it seems to be sagging. But like I said, that's a 5,000 mAh battery for the receiver in the front, and that's for a fifth scale. But she ain't going nowhere. She's tied in there really good. So, cool. Let's put, where's the body? I always lose bodies. There it is. This body is all tore up. Robbie, what's up, man? Just putting receivers in my trucks, man. I was gonna do a video on it, but like, there's really no point. You know, it's a boring video, so I figured let's make them boring live instead. Get some people in here hang out with me in the shed, you know. I just put the first one into the Savage. So I have to admit, the body clips that came with this Savage are diesel. They are tough and they are thick. I only lost one too, which sucks. I think I got more somewhere of those, but I don't know where they're at. So, after lifting up fifth scales, this feels like nothing. Boom. Savage is done. Gonna put one into the cast. Now, I don't know. The receiver's underneath there. It looks like I've never taken this out before, obviously. So, looks like, yeah, it looks like this plate comes off. And you lift straight up, and that's where the receiver would be. If you guys look down in here, looks like this plate that this ESC is mounted onto. Looks like it comes up, and the receivers are underneath there. All right, so let me. Wow, those are actually small screws. Let's get. Should be this one. First time. Just okay. You're just okay. What's the matter, man? I'm not 100% sure. So are these two separate? But one long screw? What goes on here? No, it looks like all these screws come out. Sorry, guys, my head's in the way. I'm just trying to look at something. So I don't feel like the ESC needs to come off. So I'm going to back up all those screws. All right. Don't fall. Oh, sorry, Bruce. Just bumped into Bruce. I did some organization in the shed too. I hung some RCs up to get them out of the way. I built a little stand for my compressor because I have a big compressor in the basement for like automotive, but I have a little one in here, like a pancake suppressor. Oh yeah, compressor, and what's it called? I built a little like step up for that, and then built a little hook that I had a spare metal laying around. I hung up the hose. So I have a little more room in here because I do have a tiny shed. I don't know if it shows up on camera well, but it's only 10 by 10. And with the bench in here and then all the other RCs, like it fills up quick, you know? Eventually, when I move and get a garage, I'm going to build like the ultimate bench. Oop, almost dropped that. $11 viewers. Welcome, everybody. I'm surprised how many people are here for a Sunday. I'm not going to lie. Sunday afternoon. Oop. Oh, I don't want to drop that. Of course, I don't have magnets out here. Yeah. Looks like there's one more screw. Like I said, I'm doing this blind. I don't know. I do great live. Thank you. I appreciate it. I wish this one was a little more exciting, but like I said, I was like, this is really like a video kind of thing. Plus, I like talking to you guys. It's, like we were saying before in the last live, it's like instant gratification, like to actually talk to you guys and not wait for comments, you know? Oh, yeah, there she is. Oh, nice. So, literally, you just pop out these, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 screws, and this whole piece comes up. You guys see? Look at that fancy receiver in there. All that smart stuff I'm never going to use. Man, you hear, I'll show you guys. You can really see the size of this servo, the steering servo now. That way. Look at that. That's my thumb. That's the steering servo on that thing. There's the receiver down there. But yeah, that's a big boy. Should be. It's a fifth scale, but still. Of course, it's stuck in there. It's actually even got like foam. Sorry, guys. I don't know. This stupid YouTube, man. Yeah, I know. It's I told you guys before, like they're cutting down on people's speeds because people are like, since this COVID crap, people are like using YouTube a lot, so like they slow people down on purpose to save on bandwidth or whatever the heck it's called. All right, so that's the tube. Oh. Let's see. Gotta get this antenna out without destroying it, because I would like to have this as a spare. Come on. Almost got it. Okay, antenna's out. So if you guys look, it's probably hard to see on camera. Right there. If you can see where these wires are, hold on, right there. There's like a little foam in there holding them. It's pretty legit. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you guys aren't crooked. There we go. All right, so let me see. Can I pry this up? Sunday is the worst for YouTube, I bet, man. But what are you gonna do? I want to do it, so. How the hell? Wow, man, is that in there? The hell did they do? What the hell did they use to hold that down? There it is. Woo! That's the receiver right there. It's got a bunch of auxiliaries, man. All right, so this is going to be steering. So, steering, channel 1, throttle, channel T. I should have bought batteries out for this truck. Son of a. Sweet, Jessica. I appreciate that. Thank you. At least I'm glad you enjoy. Oh, YouTube does that more on Sundays. Yeah. What are you going to do? All right, so I need. Man, that's some intense double-sided tape. I should have bought batteries out for this so I can test it and bind it. I wasn't thinking, all right, guys, give me like 2 minutes. I need to go run upstairs, grab my batteries, keep yourself occupied. If someone joins in, tell them I'll be right back. I'll be right back, like 2 minutes. I am back. Whew. Just sprinted up 2 flights of steps. Here he is. I am him. All right, so let's plug her in. If you guys don't know, I'm using the Z7000s, 100C. These things are phenomenal. Gus from Gus's Custom Creations recommended them, and I can't complain. They're freaking great. So this has no lights. Did I mix something up? This receiver's not lighting up. Maybe the wires are backwards. Might have to flip them. I hate when these little plugs don't have those little fins on there. All right, so those are not right. So go silver up. There we go. Yeah, I just had the wires upside down. See that little light blinker? All right, so now grab my bind plug. Here's my bind plug. Great batteries. Yeah, they are. Plug the bind in. The bind doesn't matter if you go up or down. As long as it's in the bind slot, you're good. So now we're going to turn the Nobel on. This one hasn't been added to the remote, so we're going to add a new one. Settings, model. System. Oh, I haven't added a model in here for a second. Give me 1 second. I thought it was under model. Yeah. Chapter 5. All right, so I just went under model. I'm under the 5th one. So I can change the model name. You just click on model name, and then a little keyboard comes up. You type it in. So Outcast. S. So I typed in Outcast 8S. Enter. Back. Now the model name is Outcast 8S. Then if I go back, go into models, select model, and that's all my models on here so far. Capra, Outcast, and then you can go up to 20. So that's pretty cool. All right, so now I need to bind a new receiver. So to do that, we go into RX settings, the bind with receiver. But before we do that, make sure your bind plug is plugged in. Turn it on. So it's blinking fastly, like the little red light's blinking fast. You literally hit bind with receiver. Bind successful, done. Literally that quick. Sign, taking off. I appreciate you coming in. You take it easy. That's it. It's done. So my steering's backwards again. So we're gonna go reverse servos, steering, reverse. Excuse me. And then, boom. Gotta hold on to this with dear life. Oh yeah. Okay. Reverse. Okay. Which is good. Woo! That beat me up. And like I don't hear any of them. I don't hear any servos like the steering servo, like binding in either direction. It's not like overturning either way. So I'm lucky. I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to trim it. So that's set and ready to go. So we're gonna turn the truck off. Signal lost. Turn off the transmitter. Take out this bind plug, unplug these batteries, and we're going to try to make this as nice as it was when I took it out. Probably not going to happen. You should go have an iced tea. I already have iced tea, unless you're not talking to me. Oh, okay. All right, so those, boom, shakalaka. All right, so now, how am I going to do this? I'm not the neatest person when it comes to wiring. So we're just going to kind of smush that in there like that. If you notice, the bottom of this box has a little gasket on it, which is pretty legit. All right, so how am I going to get this antenna up through that hole? Oops. All right, so I'm going to push this down here. Oh, I need that bind plug. Down here. That. Cool. And then this antenna. Sorry, guys, I can't get this on camera right now. It's so weird. How am I going to get this antenna up through that little hole? Does this come off? Yeah. I feel like I don't know if I want to do all that, though. What if I could very gingerly slide this up? This is going to be not fun. All right, Chef, don't be stupid. Don't be lazy. Take these screws out. All right. So it's what? Because the last thing I want to do is kink this antenna. So it looks like it's just 2, maybe 3 screws. That one's definitely going in there. That one's definitely going in there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this one 4? Yeah, so it's going to be 4 screws to get that little tray out. So just to play it safe, because I don't want to kink, and it sucks too, because it's just to get the stupid antenna up through that hole to take out all those, really. I really want to do that. Nothing to it but to do it. Got my trusty wrenches. It's definitely not the right one. Okay, so now we got to take out 3-4 screws to get this little tray out, just to get the stupid antenna in that hole. So let's see. What size are they? Yep. There we go. All right. Reverse. This driver is a lifesaver. So it's what? 1, 2. I believe it's those two. Or did I go too far over? Yeah, I went too far over. Hold on. Put this one back. This one could go back. This one. Is it this one? I don't know. I'm gonna take it out just because when I take a screw out. Really? Is it really 4? Or is it just 3? Oh no, it's 4. Well, hot damn. They did not want this thing going anywhere. I think this last screw is actually like a 4. It's a big boy. What size is this? All this to get the antenna up through a hole. Really? What's holding it now? All the screws are out. Is it just that tight? Oh no. It's all one piece. I'm not doing that. So to take that out, I thought it was just a tray, but the servo and the receiver box are all in the same tray. Unless it might just be these 2 screws. Yeah, so the servo, or is it this one too? No. Yeah, so the servo and receiver box are all modular. They come out together. So that one comes out. So this should be the last screw. So that was what? 5? Yeah, 5 screws. And now it should pull out. Yep. And honestly, that should be just enough for me to get this antenna in there. Yep. All that work just for that. This stupid little antenna. All right, so before I screw anything up completely, let me tighten those back down and proceed. All right, so I'm going to try to hold this with my finger. Get these snug. Come on. Oop. One out. Get this one over here. Come on, just get started. Don't cross the. Come on. All right. Sorry, guys. I know it's probably a horrible angle, but just let me put these 5 screws in. Two more, guys. One sec. Put this big boy in. And one more small one, and I'll be back to a better angle. One more small. Get this in here. All right, so I'm going to show you what screws I just took out and put back in. So maybe guys like this. Yes, okay. So I took this screw, this screw, this screw, and this screw. 1, 2. Yeah. And that whole tray comes out with the servo and the receiver. And I just did that just so I can slide the antenna through the tube. But I didn't want to kink the antenna, so better safe than sorry. Like, could I have got it through the other way? Yeah, but do I run a risk of tweaking the antenna? Yes. So always play it safe. So I need, where's the antenna tube? There it is. I think it's this one. Doesn't really matter, honestly, to me. It's crazy how short these little antennas are on these Nobels. But the range, man. The range is nuts. There is my T-handle. You know what would suck if I did all this and I turned it back on and I had nothing? All right, so tuck these wires back in here. Man, they give you a lot of wire. Oh man, I forgot to put double-sided tape on here. All right, hold on. I'm glad I caught that now. Oh, sorry, Bruce. There is my razor blade. Right where my hand was, beautiful. Safety first. Now, honestly, this receiver box is really clean. That what's it called? That gasket they have on there seems to work really well. No dirt was in there. I guess it makes it like semi-water resistant. I want to say waterproof. Nothing's waterproof. Cut this back up. So if you look, if you can, this wire here comes through this little cutout here, and there is foam in there. We could tuck this wire back up in there. Just make sure that gasket's on there. They give you a bunch of wire that I don't think you really need. Jesus. Like where you're running this thing to. Cool. And then that's what? 6 little screws in there. And that's all in there. Thanks, Mitchell. Hey guys, all you guys here should, if you don't already, go sub to Mitchell's RC. He puts awesome content out. And for some reason, he doesn't push himself to mention himself in places. So I'm going to do it for him. Go out there and sub the Mitchells. Mitchell's RC, good dude. He just got another nitro after a few years of not having one. So he's back into the real RC hobby, which is nice. Just kidding, Mitchell's. But yeah, definitely go check him out if you don't know him. Don't drop this, chef. Woo! Oh, I dropped it right at the end. No. No, get in the hole. Yes. Perfect. Tighten this all up. I honestly should have checked this before I put these screws back in. But you know what? I like to live dangerously, ladies. All right, so. All right, so let's put this one over here. If you guys are looking for a driver set, DDM, Dave Discount Motors, makes these. These are ball. This one's a ball end, but like get the kit. It's like 30-something bucks, I think. But it comes with a magnetic T-handle, so you can either go T-handle or a regular screwdriver, and they fit in your drivers too. And they're really, really good. I worked on all my upgrades for my DBXL. Everything I wrench on, I use these. These are great. Yes, Bobby. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, man. I try. You know, like this one's nothing crazy. It's just like the stuff I don't think would make a good video per se. I think are cool. It's cooler to do live because, like, who wants to see me put a receiver in? Like, yeah, I'm showing you guys how to program the transmitter and stuff. But like that would be like a 5-minute video. This way, I can like talk to you guys live and do it. And build series coming this winter. I'm super excited for it. And that's going to be all live except the I'm doing these by hand because I don't want to strip it because it's thin plastic. Everything is going to be live with that build except the final reveal. Like I'll do the entire build, but the body painted and like it like completed will probably be done like in a video because I'll show the motor and stuff, and then I'll show how to mount a motor. But after that, it'll be a video, and I'll show the final product. It's going to be a beast, though. I'm super excited about it. So honestly, this is actually pretty easy to get to once I figured out that bottom plate is all one piece because the receiver box and I know this is all modular, but I didn't know how much. The receiver box and the steering servo come out on one tray. I'm doing well, and yeah, man, the Akash is awesome. I just tossed the Nobel receiver in it. Things a beast. Oh, missed a screw. But yeah, if you guys ever need to get into this ESC comes off on a tray. You take out 6 screws. That comes up, and underneath of it is your receiver and your big steering servo, which is like this big. And that comes off with 5 screws on the bottom, and that whole tray comes out. Yeah, no problem, man. If I can help, why not, you know? But yeah, it's pretty simple to work on. Like looked a little intimidating at first, but once you take an RC apart, you kind of just like, yeah, just don't. Hopefully you have no extra screws when you're done. And I don't, so that's a plus. So let's oh, but if you're working on this armor, I don't know about the others. It's my only armor right now. The Outcast came with this, which I never really looked at, but it's literally the exploded view of the truck, and it has part numbers and where everything goes, which is pretty legit. I like that a lot. So if you break something, you just go here, find the part number, and order it. I love when companies do that. The other, honestly, though, the best manual I've ever gotten was for the Savage 4.6X. It literally in the manual, like everything's broken down like that, but like better pictures. Like it's a phenomenal manual. So once again, let's test it out before I call it quits on this truck. Plug the batteries in. Turn the Nobel on. And once you turn the Nobel off, it's still on the last model you're on. And if you notice, like I'll do it right now for you guys. Like you see, I'm on model 5. Zoom in. Focus. Focus. It like wants to focus and then it doesn't want to focus. There we go. So it's on model 5. Up. It's blurry. I just go into the menus, go to model, and then Outcast up. I didn't mean to change the name. Model. Select model. I say I want to go run my DBXL. It warns you, are you sure you want to switch current model? So it's like, hey, don't switch the model until your truck's off. But yeah, as you do that, like you can do it to any of them. And again, if you guys just joined, I'm sorry to repeat myself, but this goes up to 20 models, which is sweet. All right, so let's turn it back on. Hopefully it doesn't take off. Hold it for dear life. Okay, it's forward. I did turn out my voltage, my BEC on here, so my steering's a little faster, which is nice. Punch is still at 4. Yeah, she's ready to go. And it's super simple, man. I can't get over how easy this remote is to use. It's nuts. That's all set. Signal lost, I know. You ever find the nuts for the back tires to prevent falling in? I did. I found there's actually a place near me. I live in New Jersey called Mick Master, and they literally make every nut, bolt, washer on the planet you can think of. So I'm just gonna get them from them. I don't know about you locally, but I know they're a local company. They might be nationwide. They should be. I think they are. But when I was looking for 14.5-inch carriage bolts for my 86 Chevy bed, and they had them. Like nobody has them. You know what I mean? So that company has everything for your fasteners, I should say, from stainless to nuts this big. Like they're nuts, man. Anything you think of. They're called Mick Master, and it's an M6 nut you need reverse thread. So yeah, that's this. What is this? The Outcast. That's it. So, guys, question: should I put a Nobel receiver in the Revo? I have one in this. I have one in the Savage. I have one in my DBXL 2-stroke. I kind of want one in the Revo. Yeah, just 6M. From everything I read, yes, Bobby. It's 6M. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. Everywhere I looked, they were 6. So don't quote me on that. Don't order them and then be wrong and come at me. That's just from what I heard. They're M6, so or 6M. So take that with a grain of salt. I don't want you coming back and trying to fight me. What do you guys think? Should I throw one in the revo? I have one more. There's a program on Flysky website called Flysky Assistant that will save all your stored transmitter data to your computer. Yeah, I did see that, but I'm not like crazy into like the tuning of my transmitter and stuff. So like, even if God forbid I lose all my presets, I'm pretty simple. I just, if my servo's oversteering in one way, I just back it down and stuff like that. I don't get like really into it. It's not like a plane or nothing. I'm not too worried about that. But that is a good point to point out. That's awesome. Do it. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Let's throw that in there. Let's put this bad boy away. If anybody can come across in your travels, you don't have to go out of your way to look, but the person I need to talk to is Gus from Gus's Custom Creations. But I'm looking for a one-way bearing for a Savage 4.6X for the back of the nitro motor. If I can get one of those, I'll have two running. The one, my parts one, that's in really good shape, the one-way bearing shot. So if you guys come across one, let me know. I'm going to keep looking. But, man, even I think the more beat up this body gets, the more I like it. Like all the scratches and the rips and it looks badass. Badass. All right, let's put this back. It's gonna be so convenient to go out with like 5 trucks, and they're all going to be on the same remote. Super convenient. This thing feels like nothing. So light compared to the Fiskos. Let me clean up a little. Let you guys admire this beautiful nitro while I do this. Mitchell, you don't have to. JL, what's up, buddy? You don't have to say if you don't want to ruin the video, but did you get any further with your new toy? So I got, this is the stock Spectrum receiver from the Outcast, which I'm going to keep. That one's still good. And this one, where is it? This is the one from the Savage 4.6X. I'm going to keep that because I'm going to put that. Actually, I'll probably keep it on the bench because I'll put that in the parts Savage because that antenna is missing. And like I said, if you guys come across a one-way bearing for 4.6X Savage for the back of the motor, let me know because I would love to have 2 of those running because I love that truck. All right, this. Sorry guys, just organizing. Just admire this truck while I do this because I make a mess, but after a little bit, it drives me nuts. Not yet. JL, I don't want to ruin what's going on, but did you do anything, if you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know what you want out and what you don't want out there. Put my zip ties back because I spilled those everywhere. Zip ties back. Cheers. Gonna need another tea. Mitchell, I can't wait until you do, man. I'm glad you got another nitro. After how many years? How many years did you not have one? I think everybody in RC Hopper should have like one nitro, just to know, just to know it. Even if you sell it after like a year or two, like I think it's a good experience. And honestly, even if you're not into nitro, like even the people that said they used to run it years ago, they said they had a lot of fun with it, which is cool. You know what I mean? I understand certain people don't like it because it's a lot of work and stuff, but like you gotta respect like a good nitro. Like they're awesome. Unboxing tonight. Oh shoot! It's gonna be sweet. Are you gonna do a live unboxing or are you just gonna do a video? I love unboxings. I'm a super nerd when it comes to that. Right, almost done, guys. Just driving me. I got my keys over here. I'm like, what the hell was I doing? This I think I'm gonna need. Oh, Jay, I just seen your messages in the group chat, dude. That thing's sick, bro. That thing's cool looking. And your living room, I approve. I approve. Nitro is an RC rite of passage. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like everybody should have at least one, And even if you sell it within a year, give it a shot. Like learn it, ask questions. There's plenty of people out there willing to help. Of course, you're gonna run into those jerks that just talk crap to you, but who cares? You know what I mean? Like come into this group, come and go to JO, go to Mitchell's, go to Gus's Custom. Gus's Custom Creations used to race Nitro Truggies. So like he knows more than me. Like everybody's like, oh, I'll go to Chef to talk about. No, go to him. Like he knows it. I'm just more of a backyard basher, figure it out as I go. He's like he probably has that down to a science, So obviously it's the green Revo 3.3, which I think, dude, say what you want to about Traxxas, but like their bodies are sick. I don't know what the hell happened there, but yeah, the Dominator project. I think sweet. Can I show that on the live? If you don't want me to show it, it's fine. I just don't know. I always ask you guys before I do that stuff on here. I don't know. I can unbox live, I guess. It's still sealed. But J.O., it's up to you, man. Either way, I'm going to watch it. I love unboxing. But if you guys see, I really take care of this Nitro. Like, it's clean. It's a little dusty, but, like, I clean it regularly. I got this one. I don't know how new you guys are. But this is probably one of my favorite Nitro platforms. I just love the way they perform. They're good for – they're not great at anything, but they're good at everything, if that makes sense. Like, you can bash them. You can race them. You can do whatever you want to them. I can show – okay, cool. There's tons of aftermarket upgrades for them. You can buy parts anywhere. They're just it's a cool truck, really good truck. But what J.O. was talking about is what is it? The Dominator, Ultra Dominator. This is the build J.O. was talking about. Thing's sick. What is it? Focus. There you go. There should be another picture. Make sure there's nothing bad on the screen. Not the picture, but like our group chat. You know how it gets sometimes. Focus. But yeah, the thing's gonna be sick. So if you guys don't know Jay, go check him out too. Oh yeah, I know. I was talking about I'm talking about our group. Our group chat is not always good to share. All right, so in these Revos, man, I love this truck. I really do. So the receiver is on the right side of the truck, just looking for the back. So it's literally just you pull this pin, pop it up. There are so many wires in this thing. It's nuts because it has this stupid, which honestly I think I'm gonna take off. It has this stupid Bluetooth module that I can hook to my phone. It'll tell me temps. It'll tell me speed. It'll tell me I don't care about all that. So if you guys look in here, like, right, like damn, it's full. And there's two servos in here because there's two steering servos on a Revo. So this might be an electric nightmare because I only need 4 channels because I don't care about the RPM. Battery. So that's what 2 1 channels are for the 2 servos, which is so weird that they have 2 1 channels instead of just doing a splitter. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. It's gonna be intense. So we'll figure it out. Because the old Revos, the only thing you had was 2. Because this is the newest 3.3. It was two. What the hell? There's 2 steering servo slots, throttle, and that's it. And your sensor for your OptiDrive. But now that they added that whole Bluetooth sensor crap, there's like, if you take this head off the motor, there's like a sensor in there to tell you the temp. There's gyros. There's all kinds of stuff. And they're cute, but I don't use them. Like, I turn off like, even with the Outcast, I have that option turned off. I don't have it try to steer for me. I'm not drag racing. I'm not doing nothing like that. I don't need all that crap. So we're going to see if we can make it work. Ugh. All right. Gotta hit electric. So first things first. Whose idea was this? Mitchell? It's all your fault. So let's see if I can get this working. I knew this was going to be a nightmare though. It's because I knew what the new ones are, how the new ones are set up, and it's just nuts. And like, look at how long. If I can get this. This antenna is probably 7 or 8 inches long, but they only had like 2 inches sticking out, which I'm sure it doesn't make that much of a difference, but like, and it's underneath all these wires. I'm gonna take a picture so I can slowly deduct what I need and what I don't need. There's my flash. Okay. Man, it's gonna be a mess. Good thing I got tea. My question is, can I get this out? Okay. Because theoretically, I really don't even need OptiDrive. I do like having it. But look how long the antenna is. All right. So let's grab this, and then we'll do. I wish I had a splitter for 2 in, 1 out for these 2 servos, but I do not. Okay. So this is steering. Go home. Don't you miss your home? Don't you go for your home? All right. So that's steering. I have no idea what that is. 2 should be throttle. Throttle. And then channel 3. Channel 3 is the shift. That's for the opti drive. Channel 3. Opti drive. Okay. Channel 4. RPM sensor is blue. That's for opti drive also. So I'm going to put that in the sensor spot just to see if that works. Man, for a nitro, this has a lot of wires. But it's all that new fancy garbage that people add that you don't need. Like having the speedo and your temp on your phone is cute, but like I tried it like twice and like it's just inconvenient trying to check my phone while I do that stuff. I'd much rather pull the truck to me, temp it, and go. All right. So now, okay, so channel 4, I don't know. The battery is important. I should probably take that. I think these other 2 plugs, this is battery, yeah. So the other 2 plugs, I believe, are just for the telemetry and stuff. So let's put the battery here. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right, so yeah, see, this wire here is for the temp on the motor. Garbage. Okay. So theoretically, should work. Let's give it hell. So let's turn this bad boy on. Nobel. So we're gonna go model. Select model. Revo 33. Yes, I want to change model. And then I need to bind a new receiver. So I'm going to go to RX settings at the bottom, bind with receiver. But before I do that, I need to put my bind plug in. Bind plug is in. Now we're going to power it on. And hopefully she blinks. And she's blinking fast. Woo! All right, so now we're going to hit bind with receiver. Bind successful. All right. I'm making leeway. Now I got to figure out to make sure I have everything in the right spot. And I don't. Well, the battery's almost dead. That's probably what it is. That's. And wait, what happens if I do this? Yeah, I got to charge this battery up because the red light's on. Signal lost. Good. You shut down and you shut up. And then we pull this pine plug out. So I'm going to put the receiver into the parts Savage, the one I took out of the old Savage. But I'm going to put this on charge because now I'm curious. I think everything's going to work because just the low voltage thing's on. So I'm going to charge it up. And by the time we set up this other Savage, this one should be charged and ready to go. So let me clear a spot and charge this up. Bodies everywhere, RCs everywhere. Okay. Get my charger plugged in. Sorry guys, one sec. Let me. You got an ugly mug to look at now. So let's charge this bad boy up. There is. There it is. All right. Nickel metal hard drive. 1200, I think. All right, so we're charging that up, and I'm gonna hook up that old receiver. This into the parts Savage. Hopefully, I can get that working. Either way, I'm going to. If I have to rip out all the other stuff and just throttle, brake, and steering and reverse, I'm fine with it. So I don't know if you guys seen, I picked this up as a parts truck, but it's in really good shape. Just need that one-way bearing. Get back in here. But if you guys look, he broke the antenna off. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Honestly, I need to take those batteries out. They shouldn't be sitting in there. This should be a pretty quick swap-a-rooney. It's literally the same one. A little different because this is an older. No, this is a newer one. Yeah. So it's literally just battery, throttle, servo, and steering servo, and that's done. I can get this out. So what did everybody do today? Nobody's chatting. What's going on? I'm sorry I'm making you guys fall asleep. It's not too exciting here. Just battery. Channel 1. Come on. channel 1 and channel 2. Gonna pop this bad boy off. Yeah, you can see he ripped it off. I did that with my first Savage receiver too, because like I said, wheels like an animal and it just pulls them off. That's garbage. Can't do nothing with that. Just a lazy Sunday? Yeah, man. That's good. It's good to have those lazy days, man. You get to just chill, not worry about life for a little bit. I'm glad you're here, though. Glad you're chilling. Where did I lose? Up? Found the razor. Hopefully those double A's have a little bit of juice in them. I just want to test this, just to make sure it works. I just got to remember it's not the transmitter he gave me. It's the one, my original, which honestly I like more anyway. Because there's two versions of this. This is the first Savage 4.6X. I have the newest version. They're basically the same body, same motor. Receiver's a little different. It has an extra channel for the reverse. If you get the reverse module, which I would love to find without that people don't want $200 for. And then that's about it. Like everything else is the same. Air cleaner is a little different. This guy did put a aftermarket exhaust on it, which is kind of cool. I almost had this started, but the one-way bearing was giving me such a problem. "3D printing proto for Arma wheel block off plate." I'm looking for the one-way bearing. What do you mean? Wheel block off plate? On the range test of what? What do you want on the range test for? You want to see how far it can actually go? The external antenna? Because that's the one I lost the battery for. The internal went, what, 250 yards? That's American. In Canadian, I guess that's what, 2,000 maple leafs. And in England, what, that's like 3,000 tea glasses. Yeah, I need to. Well, I just put the external one in the outcast, so because I speak American. Yeah, I didn't even realize I said that until I went to edit that video, and I was like, well, I'm leaving it. But yeah, now that receiver is in a bigger truck where I can see it, I'm not going to redo the small one because we already know. I'll put a clip in there of the 250 yards, but I guarantee you this thing will go 300 easy. This is just getting a stock receiver. This is the parts truck, but it's good enough for government work. Where is my sticky tape? It's crazy. Like, people look at these and like, wow, these are big trucks. And then you put a fifth scale in here, like the DBXL 2-stroke or the Outcast, and you're like, wow, these are nothing. Where did I put my two? Oh, found it. Line of sight. Well, that internal one was definitely 250 because it lost range right there at 250. Why did I do that? I'm an idiot. And this goes on like this. So this needs to go this way. Yes. Yes. All right, so I need to find the controller for this. It's one of these. Oh, that's the original one. No. Oh, here it is. First world problems. You have too many RC remotes. No. Oh, so since I won't be using this anymore, I can take the batteries out of here. You want a 300 JO? You talk about, guy. Small's no good. No, small's fun. Like that mini crawler I have, that thing's a blast, dude. 1/16 scale Revo, that thing's a blast too. So check these batteries out. All right. Let me plug in this one. Just like this. Cool. She's all good. What happens when I turn this off? That does have a little fail safe in there. How about that? When it loses connection, turns the brake on automatically. I put my full throttle and then kill it. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't even know that had a built-in fail safe like that. That's just a stock receiver. That's what I'm saying. You guys should check your nitros that you just get. They probably have something like that built in. This one does, and this is an old truck. Sweet. Looks like he was in this transmission. Probably trying to make it shift faster. I would love to get this running. Like I said, I just need that one-way bearing, and we'll be set. Because like the brakes are like brand new on this thing. I don't know how he blew that one-way bearing so quick. Because like everything else is like brand new on this thing, man. It's barely got any like dirt or nothing on it. So let's see. How am I gonna make these stay? I don't want that flopping around. I don't get. I don't know if you want an aftermarket, what's it called, air cleaner on this or not, but it doesn't look. Oh, it doesn't look normal. I don't know if that's like the old school stock, but it definitely looks bigger, and it has like a net around it, which is nice, but it's definitely aftermarket exhaust. I know that. Mats, what's up, buddy? This is just gonna wobble around until I figure something out for this. Oh, That's fancy. Why am I stupid, guys? Oh my god. There's a channel for this to run up right here. Don't kink it, chef. I should have known that too. I've taken this apart before. This tube goes right here. Perfect. Turn this off. Well, let me just double check to make sure everything's working. Oh, battery's not hooked up. It was fine. Let's throw this back on here. Carly's voice. I love the Three Stooges, man. I have them all on DVD. Cool. Boom. So, like I said, you guys run across a bearing, a one-way bearing for a Savage 4.6. Let me know. I've been on the hunt for one for a while. I should look again. Like randomly, you'll find parts for these trucks because it's like HBI's like, oh, we want to come back, and they're like, oh wait, what's up? Oh, we want to come back. Oh wait, never mind. So like randomly parts get put out and then they disappear. That's why I bought this. But like I said, man, this thing's in such good shape. It's so clean, and like the brakes don't even look like they were even barely used. It's just, I don't know what's wrong with that one-way bearing. I tried to clean it out and all that stuff, heated it up, all that stuff, and like it's just it just slips. And that's the one thing that sucks about the one-way bearing stuff. That's why with my kit I'm going to build, I'm going to go to a starter box. I'm going to do that instead. But yeah, one step at a time. She's got a new receiver in it. Well, new receiver in it. Once I find that one-way bearing, I have two of these running, which would be sweet. So, and I really can't complain about how much I paid for it because I just got it for a really good price. Why is this not lining up? I like the ridge air filters, more surface area. Great for more alcohol. Yeah, man, definitely. Definitely. Oh. Let's see what this Revo's at and see if I can get this working with all these random wires in it. How much charged? Take these batteries out of here before they go bad. So what's the Mitchell and J.O. Mitchell, if you're still here, what's the upgrade? What's the part support and the upgrades look like for those trucks? Those red cats. I'm curious because I'm always in the market for a new nitro. Honestly, I never had really a big issue with this controller. It's extremely simple, but that's all you really need. But I went to the Nobel because I have so many. I literally have a whole tool box filled, one drawer filled. So it's charging. That's almost done. So we'll chat it up for a little bit. You guys will look at my ugly mug. Zero support outside of Red Cat. Oh, really? I'm surprised. What's the equivalent to that truck? Is there like something out there that's kind of like that truck? I thought Red Cat would have some decent support. I'm surprised, honestly. T-Max, really? That's one Nitro I never owned. Well, I lied. I did own one. I found one in the trash, got it running, and I gave it to my buddy for a parts truck. Older trucks. Huh. I'm really surprised nobody supports them besides Red Cat. So hopefully just that battery did that. If not, I think I'm going to disconnect all the stupid sensor stuff and try it again on the Revo, because the stupid temp sensor is still attached. That's not hooked to anything. But that's the stuff I don't use, man. They're just adding stuff I don't care about. If I want to temp it, I'll just use my temp gun. I understand why they do it. It is a cool feature, but it's definitely something I won't use. And from what I know, Flysky have like their own sensor array that you can use. Their rebranded trucks parts can be found. That's cool. I can't wait to see you guys rip them, man. It's gonna be sweet. Especially Mitchell, man. I just hope you don't, Mitchell, don't get too frustrated, man. I feel like that's one of the issues with Nitro. It takes a little more patience, so like most people like give up. Just gotta dig a bit. That's fine. We know a guy for that. How much charged? Getting there. Jason, I did not get plugs for the center diff on the Outcast yet. I might get a set and just set them there for a little bit until I get bored, and then I'm like, all right, it's time to plug the center diff. It's something I want to do eventually. I don't want to do it right now, just because I really like the way it feels right now. But everybody gets bored with it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do it eventually. It's just not yet. But I would like to get them and just have them sitting here waiting. That's just who I am, though. I like to have stuff ready to go for when I want to do it. Part support for the Volcano X30 is great. It's based off the mass-produced HSP chassis, so parts are cheap. Nice. Yeah, I never really did much or seen much on Red Cat until Guy got one. Oh, I'll show you guys the shed while we're waiting. Hopefully I don't run out of cord here. But I've been doing a little bit of organization-ish. Like, I got the Jado there. Got the Capra up there. I got one of the Revo 2.5s over there now hanging up. I got, sorry, Bruce, you're like right under me. Got the Mini Revo, another Revo 2.5. That's my original Hobby Grade RC. It's my first one ever. The other one is a parts truck my buddy gave me. He didn't run the Revo 2.5 anymore. And then I have the fish scales up there, the two main 10 scales I use. My old man's boat up there on the bungee cord, just to get it up out of the way. And then my compressors down there. I could have rolled that hose up a little better. But you know, I was lazy. But I built that hook out of some spare metal I had laying around just to get a little more room. Because I don't know if it shows up on video, but this isn't a very big workshop. I'm not complaining. Like, there's so many people that would kill for this, and I'm super grateful for having it, and you guys being here even. But yeah, it's just I filled it up really quick. I have a propane heater. I picked it up last year. You should have remembered that. Yeah, propane heater, right there. It heats this place up in like 3 seconds. And honestly, it gets too hot, or I crack the door and let some of the cold air in. Oh, no, I'm not going to insulate now. I was thinking about insulating, but like, there's really, I don't really see a need to. Um, I don't keep my batteries out here. Only one charger lives out here, so, and even if it's insulated during the summer, it's still going to be 150 degrees in here, and during the winter, it's still going to be -20 in here. So like, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Is it going to make a difference? Yeah, it would, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's like if it was a garage, absolutely, because I would do more stuff in here. Like my truck would be in here and all that stuff. But this little shed, I'm not going to worry about it. I didn't have any issues last year, guy, with running that heater out here. Because like I said, it heats it up super quick. So I leave it on low and I crack the door. And then when I leave and I come back like even in the morning, it's not like there's like a moisture in the air in here, or like all my RCs didn't rust, and I didn't put WD-40 on the screws on purpose just to see. I was curious. I was actually nervous about it, but that Savage has been sitting there and there's not a lick of rust on there. Like, it's not like I drove it into like a saltwater pool or anything. Insulated, drywall it, and definitely smithy split. Yeah. All right. You send me the stuff. I'll do the work gladly. I do need to fix the floor though, because when I was building it, I got sidetracked with work. So like there was no walls; it was just the floor. So the one board in the middle soaked up a lot of water. So now it's like bowed and like not butted up correctly. So I could probably cut it out and put a new one in, because like there's a lip here, but that's later chef's problem. Honestly, not really yet, guy. I would love to, but might be moving. So like looking at places with like 16 acres. So like, I don't want to put the money into it and then not use it, you know? So 16 acres, a big barn, half of it RC, half of it like real stuff. Actually, I have a place to put all the big tools from the basement, and I have like a commercial compressor down there and stuff. So yeah, that's the dream now. I want acreage because I will run RCs on it and I have a place to hunt. So where's this battery at? Should be beeping soon. James, I appreciate you coming in, man. I'll catch you later, man. Hit that like button on your way out if you didn't. Chef, I bought an 18 by 20 carport. Not working on cars. Oh, that's awesome. I actually got a what is mine? 17 by 10 or 12 carport. I had my 86 Chevy in there because I'm working on putting a new gas tank in. I'm waiting on a part to come in. But yeah, I need to get that thing out of the weather. It's getting worse and worse. So that'd be sweet though. This would be a hell of a workshop. But I hear people say this all the time. The bigger the workshop, you still fill it up, man. That's my issue. I'm like, ooh, I want this. Ooh, I want this. Or ooh, someone's throwing that away. Why? I can use that at some point, and then I just have stuff. Just pile up. That's why the goal is to get acreage, get a big ass garage or barn insulated. I don't even care if it's acreage and just a barn. I'll build an apartment above the barn and just have my toys downstairs, and I live upstairs. All I need is a bathroom with a shower and a little stove. I'm good. But when I'm done, I'll give everyone a tour. Yeah, Robbie, dude, definitely do it, man. I'd definitely be cool to see. I'm a closet hoarder. Hey, man, if I didn't have the stuff to build that little hook I needed to hold that air compressor hose, I would have had to go buy it. I had it. I had a octagon form for baking, just laying in my yard for like a year. So I just cut it and made a hook. I'm jealous. I have no room left. Yeah, I'm getting there. Like I told you guys though, multiple times, I started on a dining room table, and then in a spare bedroom on a fold out table. Well, honestly, it was a little what is it, desk on wheels. It was literally like this big, and I just screwed a big piece of plywood on it, so I had a place to work on it. And then that's what I did for years. And then I got way too many, and I needed to work on a spare bedroom. So I was like, screw it. And I went out and bought a shed kit, built the shed, and that's where all my stuff is now. And if you guys seen, I ran Ethernet out here because my Wi-Fi sucked. Got a free TV from work. A girl was throwing it away. I took it. All that stuff. Wait on when your kids move out. You don't have a garage or a basement, or you do not have a yard, like you live in an apartment or something. You have 4 kids. God bless you. I don't have any that I know of. You're from Canada, right? You said basketball court in the back, garage is full. Oh yeah, you do live in Montreal. Um, Clean out the garage, or even just like half of it, so you can have a place to work, build a little workbench or something, or just be like, you guys don't have a basketball court anymore, and just build a basketball court sized garage. That'd be huge. That'd be cool. Don't like parking outdoors. It's -20. Yeah, but then you don't have a place to work on RCs. Kind of like your son would kill you. Tell him to go to the park. No, it's cool though. You sound like a good dad, man. Taking care of your kids. That's awesome. All right, that should be good enough. So unplug her. All right, let's see here. Get my ugly mug off the TV. All right, so let's see if this thing works now. You look forward to coming to Jersey? Yeah, man. If I'm available, bring some RCs, man. We'll go bash. So the sensor light is on. What is wrong? So what if I do... All right, hold on. Just take this. I know signal's lost. Take this. Come on. I know. Shut up. So I'm getting a solid red sensor light. So I think it has something to do with these. So let me see here. Maybe if I take out the... I know, shut up. Whereabouts in Jersey do you come visit? I know you told me, but I forget. I'm sorry. So if I take out channel 3, take out channel 3. So I think that's all. So let me just disconnect the OptiDrive completely. So that's, so I'm pretty sure, because this is for sensor garbage I don't care about. That's the battery. Where is the servo wires? Come up through here. So hold on, I need to cut this. Let me cut this. All these stupid sensors, man. They could just left the OptiDrive, I would have been happy, but all this other garbage I don't care about. Yeah. Gotta get a nice boat icon. Looking for a friend who lives. Oh, yeah, Wayne, that's what you said. This place is on a lake. That's badass, dude. You gonna do some fishing? All right, so that's power is there. Okay. Servo. There's my throttle. Oh, throttle's coming in through the OptiDrive. That's what it is. So channel 2 should be here. Come on. They make this. Man, they don't make stuff fat guy friendly. Like, my fat fingers cannot do all this stuff. Okay. So, servo. All right, so that's the sensor for OptiDrive. Where's the reverse servo? This is... Yeah, this is the reverse servo. So that's a later chef's problem. All right, so now I don't think the OptiDrive's hooked up at all. Or is it? No, it's not. All right, so OptiDrive is out of the loop. Try to fish, yes, nice, dude. How far from Wildwood do you live? Hour and a half, maybe. I haven't been there in years. I'll check for you. I would like to say an hour and a half. Maybe an hour. I don't know. Let's say Wildwood, New Jersey. So some of the guys that works at it. Yeah, hour and 40 minutes. That was close. All right, so it's on. Let's give her hell. So we got throttle. We got brake. We can only steer to the left. All right, so we got some of it working. We got throttle, we got brake, we got turning to the left. I think it's not registering two servos. So where's the servo plug here? All right, so maybe there's a setting. All right, now I'm going on uncharted territory. I have no idea. So let me see. Go to save range test. Oh wow, the Nobel has a range test built in. How about that? Where? Let's see. Assign? No, that's buttons. System. Unit sound. Servos. No. Is there a way to? If I just had one of those stupid Ys, 2 and the 1 would be fine. Yeah, there's definitely something going on with the servos. Steering speed. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the steering. It's like maxed out on the left now. I got nothing. Yeah, it's not. I can hear him trying to move. All right, so what I'm going to do before I burn up the servos is I'm going to disconnect the horns and see what happens. Fish, cool. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't been to Wildwood in years. I'm actually going to LBI tomorrow, I think, after work, to go see a buddy that's coming up from Florida. He has family up here, and they got like a really nice house to stay at. They don't own it, but got a really nice house to stay at. So I'm gonna go there, spend the night. I'll probably bring the Outcast because he wants to check it out. I'll do a video out there on the beach. But yeah, I can't wait to see him. His wife just had he had a kid a little while ago. So I'm finally get to meet his kid and hang out with him, drink some teas. You know, it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited to see him. He was actually in my last live stream. Backing this out. I knew this was going to be a harsh truck to do this to. Like, if this is the 2.5, I'm going to have an issue because it didn't have all these stupid things, or even the original 3.3 I have. But like it didn't have all these stupid sensors and crap like that. All right. So now the servo horns are off, so I don't have to worry about burning out the servo. Let's turn it back on. So yeah, I got throttle and brake are freaking perfect. My steering, on the other hand, is no bueno. What if I disconnect just one of the servos? Let me just turn this off. All right, so let's try this. All right, so I still got throttle. Let's see. Yeah, I had no steering. I had a little bit of steering. What happened to my steering? They just aren't even registering. All right, so that one, let's disconnect that one. Let's add this one to the mix. Maybe one of the servos went bad. This is why I don't like to run dual servos. Yeah, servo just woke up. Yep, that's the issue. I have one bad servo. If you guys can look. See the arm waving at you? So this servo probably isn't good because if I disconnect this servo and then reconnect, where is it? This servo. And nothing. Yeah, that servo took crap. What's up? Yes, Bobby. Welcome back. Yeah, that's the problem right there. I have one bad servo. I wonder how long that's been bad. It's crazy. But this one is good. Should be. Yep, that servo's fine. So it is the driver side servo. Took a poop. That. Just need a new servo, which I have. So I have parts trucks because I have a 2.5 over there. It's not a waterproof servo, but it's the same servo number. A little different number, but it's the same servo. I'm not going to replace it with an aftermarket because I have stock ones that can still blow up. So my question is now, I'm going to take a servo that I know that works out of a truck, plug it into this extra servo slot, and see if both move on this Nobel receiver, and see if that works. Because there's a servo slot on this receiver, I guess, to run another servo. Because I have the reverse servo. I can put it on channel 3, and I can just put that on a switch, and it's fine. So I can mark that as a servo. But for dual steering without the Y plug, which is I wish I had, it would be so much easier. One plug and I'm done. But let me take a stock servo out of one of the spare Revos I have, and just to test to see if I can get that to work. I'm not going to bother putting it into the truck yet. I just want to test it to see if it works. So, got to take this off. This is an original Revo 2.5. That servo didn't work in either port. So, well, now I just have to worry about getting a working servo. That's fantastic. I didn't even know that had a Y in there. It must be something he swapped out. Yes. Stupid YouTube. Super convenient that had a Y in there. Super convenient. That helped me a bunch. So I should be able to just take one of these servos out of here, which is going to be this one right here, because it's the closest. Back this bad boy out. Disconnect this arm. I don't need this arm. I'm going to get my wrench. Doing a little work, but speaking of bugs, I had to wrestle a giant spider in my shed today. Don't worry, I won. Hate spiders so much. You can dump pass. Well, I'm glad I got the approval by you, RC guy. It's just YouTube, man. That's just what they do. They're just like, oh, you're having a good time with your subs? Well, not anymore. How does it feel? All right. So I think the server works. It should. Well, I don't know if you guys seen it. I don't know when the dump out happened, but I found a Y connector in this old Revo. I guess my buddy swapped it out. Convenient. So I can just do one right into the Nobel receiver. I can run both right there. So I don't have to worry about. I'm still going to see if that servo channel works as a servo channel without having to do anything funky to it. I'm just curious. Bruce, what did you eat? Oh my God. These farts are phenomenal. I respect them. Is this the hardest one to get out too? Are you kidding me? Dude, that's impressive. I'm not even mad. All right, so that one is stuck in there, so I'm just going to do this one. I'm so glad I have parts trucks, man. I highly recommend it. Not so much for new trucks because it's not like you're going to find a parts truck for like Casadas or something. But if you have an older truck, I highly recommend buying one that's like used, maybe a little beat up, but not like completely destroyed where there's no parts like that work on it. But like even if there's like a blown servo, you know, like everything else should be okay. Even if it's not like the disc, but you gotta think of it, you got like a chassis, screws, you got other servos, you got receiver if you need it. You know what I mean? Like I'm a big fan of having a parts truck around. Especially if you have like old nitros laying around. People sell them. All right, servo is in hand. It's a little dirty and beat up, but it should feel okay. Should work. Just give her hell and see what happens. This stuff we'll worry about later. Parts truck, I appreciate you. Let's get the 3.3 up here. So now I'm curious, like on this receiver, it's a 4-channel, but there's a servo channel extra. So I'm curious to see if I plug a servo into a servo channel, if it works as a second servo. Because if not, I have the Y connected I was talking about, which my buddy got, which is fantastic. Because worst comes to worst, I can just run it to one plug. Where did I put it? I will clean this up. I just proof of concept. I'm gonna plug this into servo. The servo options on the bottom. It's like an extra channel. It just says servo. So I'm gonna plug it in, turn it on, and let's see. Need to get a drill. That driver I got, this thing, it's called the Quick Turn Ryobi. It was like $25, $30. Hey, you got one of these fancy. I've never used it this way, but you could. Forward, reverse. It's got 2 speeds, no clutch, but I think it's fantastic. I don't know how I worked on things without it. All right, so Nobel was on. All right, well, this servo, I think that's how I burned up that servo. That second servo slot in the receiver just literally turns this until it stops, and it keeps trying to turn it. So I burned up the motor in the other one, I think. So I unplugged it immediately. It literally just turned it slow and just kept doing it. So I don't know what that's about, but I'm going to test this now with this Y connector. So this should work. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, channel 2. Channel 2. And then this should plug right in here, like so. Get in there! Get in there! Get in there! Either this servo is blown, it's just humming. I did this servo shot. Crap. All right. So I think this servo's shot. All right. Let me get this other one out of there. I'm going to figure this out. First, stop licking your paws. All right. So this servo is underneath here, which I need to back this out. Need a bigger bit. Do I? I do. Where's my other bit? I know I have that bit. Oh, here it is. Found it. Loosen up this receiver box so I can pull this up out of the way so I can slide this other servo out of the way. All right, servo is out. Put these screws back. First, the screw in. Parts Revo. All right. Put this off to the side once again. right, I'm not going to plug it into that servo port because I'm not sure if that's what blew that last one. So I'm just going to plug it into the Y connector. And this Y connector. Because this, all right, that's the bad servo. Okay. All right, so let's try this again. We named him after Bruce Lee. People are like, "Oh, Bruce Springsteen." I'm like, "No, I hate Bruce Springsteen." I named him after Bruce Lee. His name is literally Bruce Lee. All right, so I don't hear any whining. Throttle works. Man, this thing's humming like crazy. This one's doing the same thing. What are the chances that both these servos are bad? Or 3 servos are bad? The one in this truck, I think, is definitely bad. It didn't do anything. Didn't even hum. Just for shits and giggles. What do I have to lose? Yeah, when I plug this in the servo slot, it just literally turns real slow, like to max, and just stays there. So what if it's a Y connector? Are both of these really bad? So the one in the truck right now is still good. Really, both of these servos are bad? Oh, am I that stupid? Tell me I'm not dumb. I'll tell you guys what I did if I figure this out. Hold on. How am I that stupid? Am I really that stupid? I want to be surprised. I want to put it past me, guys. Hold on. I think I am that stupid. Let's see. What the hell? So that has to be the best. So neither one of these moved. All right. So you're going to hell. All right. So this is for reverse. I'm not worried about that servo right now. I'm trying to figure out steering. So, hold on. So the only thing hooked up is the battery right now. So this is the one I think is bad in the truck already. Put that in. Turn it on. It's working. Okay. So this is a steering servo that's good. This is going to go directly into here so I don't lose track of that. This one is either, this long one's probably steering. So put this in, turn it on. Yeah, so this It's probably this is the bad steering servo. This is the good throttle servo. All right, so that's throttle. All right, so this one is definitely bad. This servo right here is definitely bad. Sorry, guys. All right, so if I plug this in, this servo should still turn and be good. All right. So now I just need to find another working freaking servo. This one's definitely going out. So that's it. Honestly, I don't know what I did. I think I mixed up a wire, had the wrong thing plugged in. I think I was plugging in something from the Opti drive to test servos. I'm an idiot. That just sucks that this servo here, the one that's in the truck, is really not working. I'm really surprised. I'm going to do it again just because, but yeah, that servo's shot, guys. Okay. Not a big deal. That's a cheap servo. All right, so this is coming out. I am making a mess. So that's garbage. This can go back here. It's going way longer than I thought, guys. I'm sorry. And then this is the working servo, the old working servo. It does not like being awake, though, if you guys can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that thing, but I think it's going to do for now. I don't really have a choice. So now, actually, I'm going to leave this plugged in so I don't lose track. Now, shut up. Now I can do, this is the OptiDrive sensor, I don't care. This is the shifter for reverse. So the shifter for reverse I can put in channel 3. And then let's hit the program channel 3 to a switch. All right, so sign this binary. So if you look, I'm on channel 3 and it's on a hold. I have to hold it to leave it in forward. When I let go, it goes back in the reverse. So change that. Turn it to turn. So now it's in forward and in reverse. If you need it, Like the other way, you have to hold it to leave it in forward, but now it's just on a click. If you guys look, you'll see the little reverse module pull. Oh. So now we got reverse back. Cool. So that's it. So the only issue I was having was with the Opti drive and a blown server. I wonder how long that server's been shot. Could have been broken for a while, and the other one was just doing all the work and really beating it up. I'll order another one. I'll probably keep it stock just because I'm not worried about it. It's a basher. But all right, so I'm going to take the Opti drive completely out of the equation here. It's just when people use this, they have to know to come to a complete stop before shifting reverse, or we're going to have problems. So, excuse me. Guys, I'm sorry about how boring this is. I feel like it's boring for you guys. But I'm definitely having fun talking to you guys. Because honestly, when I'm working, like me talking to myself, this is how I work. It's how I normally work. Let me grab a T handle with a ball end on it. Take out this Opti drive. All right, I must have it here. Gus's custom creations would be so proud. He said that all his Revos he's had, he's taking this out all the time. Then I'm going to have to figure out all this wiring and where it's going. Ugh, I hate wiring. I also have to hook up the new old servo. I think I actually have this same servo that's in here, the waterproof one, in the older 3.3 Revo, the first one. I believe so. This is why. So who's all still here? I see we have, what, 9 people here? I'm surprised. I appreciate it, guys. Come on. What an annoying angle. I am not taking the shock tower off. No worries. I appreciate it, man. Yeah. This is definitely going longer than I thought because I knew this was going to be a pain. This is going to be the hardest one to put the receiver in. Which I'm kind of glad I did because I really think that servo has been dead. I just haven't noticed. Come on now. Yeah. Oh. So she's our magnet. So if you guys see, the OptiDrive on a Revo, it has like a sensor right here. See a little circuit board. It like looks in the transmission or like feels the transmission, and if it's moving a little bit, it won't let you shift in reverse, so you don't grenade your transmission. But if you know what you're doing, it's not an issue. But yeah, I used to like to run them, but obviously I can't with this setup. But what I think I'm gonna do is I think I have a broken one of these. I think I'm gonna cut it and put it in its spot just so I don't have an empty hole going into the receiver box. Been there, done that, yeah. So, all right, cool. So that's set up. I'm really debating taking in one of the waterproof servos I have out of the other Revo and putting it in here. But, meh. All right, so this is the good working one. This is the bad one. I'm really surprised that blew. I wonder how. Like I said, I really think this is broken beforehand. Man, is this going to be long enough? It's going to be close. I think it was broken beforehand. And, man, it's a little warm. And the other servo was doing all the work and fighting the other one. I'm definitely going to order another one. Honestly, I think I might. Even besides putting this in there, I think I'll just order a stock one and wait for it to come in and replace it because I don't want to put this one in there. I'm going to end up taking it out anyway because you can hear it chatter. So yeah, let me find my broken OptiDrive, cut the wires off of it, put that in its spot just so it takes up the hole, because if there's no OptiDrive there, it's just a hole to the receiver box, and I don't want all that debris getting in there. I know I have a broken one. Where is it? All these drawers. Oh, it's probably not even in here too. Come on. All right. Maybe it's in here. Let's see. Look at this. This is just arms. Just straight up arms. I think the OptiDrive might be in here though. Or one of them at least. Because I don't want to cut that one if I don't have to, because that one is working. But it looks like I'm going to have, or I could just fold the wires back maybe. Yeah, no. It might be in the thing you guys are sitting on, actually. Old charger. I know I have one. Old receiver. A glow plug igniter. Screws, tape. Random light. Look at this gem. Old crystal receiver. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm going to try to just tuck this wire then, and I'm going to leave this T on here for a new servo. This is going to have to go this way. Yeah. Yes. So this is the, this goes here. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Instead of putting an old one that I know is going to not last very long, I'm just going to order a new one and wait for it to show up, and then put one that I know is going to last in there. because that other one was making so much chatter and garbage. Like there was no way it was going to last very long. It wasn't even moving as fast as the other one. So this goes here like this. I want to make it too nice because I'm going to go back in here once that new servo shows up. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right, so leave this up because this is going to be for that servo. Where's the opti drive? Here it is. There has to be a way to make this work with this. Maybe I'll figure it out. You're still here? Well, I appreciate it, man. Maybe one day when I get bored, I'll tinker with it. There has to be something I'm missing. But until then, I just won't run with an opti drive. I just got to be careful because there's no low voltage cutoff then. But I think I can set that in my transmitter. I could be wrong though because the Savage one already had one set up. So, and that's like a really cheap little receiver. So, and that's like completely stock and that works. So we'll see. Reload. These are phenomenal. Even if you just drink soda, like these hold your stuff cold for a while. Like if you're tinkering on something and stuff, and you can't just keep drinking, they're great. And these little cans are great for holding things that they come with. So let me disconnect this servo, get rid of it, and I'll order a new one of those, and then that'll be all good. Going to run this way. Antenna goes in here. Up. Where is the tube? This should work. We got tubes everywhere. That's where it goes, right? Yep. And then there should be a little set screw. There it is. J-O. You gonna have that unboxing up tonight? Or today, I should say. Just tighten this down. All right, so I'm gonna take off this old servo, but before that, I'm just gonna put this lid on just so everything I just did doesn't come out. Where's the old one? I want the new one. Boom. All right, so we're gonna take off this old servo and be set, but just to double check everything. Yeah, there's definitely, I really think that servo was blown before I even did that. It's crazy, crazy. So this is the bad guy. No biggie, no biggie. That's part of it, boys. Look at it. It's so cute and tiny. I'm so used to Flysky now. Like I said, I think I have and the original Revo 3.3. I think I upgraded to these back in the day, these exact servos, because Traxxas just keeps re-releasing stuff. But I really don't want to take him out of that one because that's a good working truck. So I'm going to just order a new one. And like I know I can run one servo with more torque and like be better, but I'm gonna leave it stock. I'm not too crazy about it, you know. I believe these are the same length. Yes, they are. It's crazy. We found a dead servo. This I'm going to put back the screws so it's ready for when the new one shows up. Just the back one. The mullet fun. Yeah, man, that thing is going to be a main. Your wife better watch out, man. It's going to be, Lay's going to be all over it. Man, that thing is so hard to turn. Like, I'm literally like you can see the indent on my thumb. That's literally how hard I had to push to turn this thing. That's ever shot. Man, I can't get over how tight that is. Look at that. It's literally indenting my thumb. Huh. Must be dead. How hard is this one to turn? Oh yeah, that one's super smooth. That one's easy to turn. This one's like, oh my god. It's completely dead. Makes complete sense. Here's the old one. Yeah, this one's definitely easier. And this is like 12, 13, no, older than that. Like 14 years old. Yeah, so there's something up with this. God, I can get over how tight that is. Holy crap. That explains a lot. Like, again, dude, really? Huh. We're going to take that apart. I'm curious. Dude, stop licking your paws, man. I hate that noise. Ugh. Put these screws in. I'm curious now. I want to take that servo apart. Probably not going to see anything. The motor's probably burnt up, but curiosity. Good thing is, I think these servos are pretty cheap, so that's another reason why I'm going stock, because I'm not trying to spend extra money on it. Put this cage back. We'll see. I'll see how much a stock one is, and I'll see how much like one's strong enough to run this truck steering and just run a solo solo, just one steering servo. Go home. You kidding me? He literally just pushed it up. Stay. Stay. One more screw. And we're going to take apart this crappy, this servo that took crap and see what happened. Probably not going to see much, like I said. I think the motor just burnt up, but that's what I get for not checking, because I never checked these servos out of the box. And when you're running a dual servo steering setup, you should really make sure they're both centered really well and not fighting each other. And that's what happens when they fight each other. They burn up. So that one, servo's out. We're going to get a new servo for that. Watch out, dude. Good boy. So, put this back up on the shelf because can't do nothing with that as of right now. But the receiver does work. We do have steering with the one servo. Oh, this arm I cannot lose. That's extremely important. But yeah, that's for this Opti drive sensor. Which I think I'm going to put the Opti drive sensor on, just not hook it up, just so nothing gets in the transmission. So those are going to go there. And that's going to go there. These are from the old Revo. Put these in my container of extra pots. But yeah, even one that's like years and years old is way easier to turn than this, man. Like, Jesus. You put a waterproof sound box. What power was it? Like torque and stuff. How much was it too? So like I said, I'm not trying to spend a lot. I got a kit to save up for. Honestly, I think it's stupid they run two steering servos in this thing. Chef, did you ever figure out what was wrong with the earthquake he was working on the other day? Well, part of the issue was it wasn't a good seal around where the high-speed needle was. And I haven't messed with it since. Oh, yeah, it smells like burnt electronics, boys. Oh, yeah. You know that burnt electronics smell? So this, yeah, that motor's fried. It smells so good. But it's good for parts. Yeah, that's completely fried. Man, that's gross. Kind of like it. Come on. Upside down. But yeah, this one is done. She's fried. I'm not worried about putting that gasket on right. Because as soon as you open it, you smell burnt electronics. You hate that smell? Eh. It's not too bad. But yeah, I think the high-speed needle was the issue. I haven't really messed with it since. I should try to get it started for that guy. But when I messaged him, I was like, hey, man, I was messing with it today. Blah, blah, blah. I think it's was just a bad seal or whatever. And he goes, oh, man, I totally forgot you even had that thing. Like, he doesn't really care. So We'll get to it. I can see if it pulls fuel though, right now. All right, so this is my Sharpie. Yeah, I walk around with a Sharpie in my pocket. Bad, but I can get the gears and stuff from that if I need it. These are extra parts from the old one. This is a good old servo. That's like one you would carry in your bag if you're out bashing, and that's like a last resort kind of thing. You know, if you need it, it's there, but you really don't want to use it. But it's kind of just something you leave laying around. Like I take little stuff like that. If I go bashing or something, I'll carry like old servo with me or something so I don't have to stop right away. Can't remember, but I only use only one servo and with the iron wheels. I don't know. Nice. Pull my finger for residue. I do direct power servo. What do you mean? Like just direct power? I just plug a battery in it. Oh, I'm not sure what you're asking, dude. I'm sorry. I'm not the smartest when it comes to stuff. Oh, here it is. Here's this guys right here. Oh. This is a red cat. I forget what it's called. But some guy asked me if I can try to get it started for him. He's having an issue. The high-speed needle was extremely loose. As per Gus's custom creations, he told me to check it, and he was spot on. It was loose. I'm not going to try to start it. I'm just going to see if it'll pull fuel. I think the tank might have a little leak in it, too. Oh, she pulled fuel. Watch this. If I can hold this. Don't do this at home. See that? Nitro fuel. She actually might start. Woo! Love the smell of nitro. Oh, dude, the 3D T-Max is sweet. That's my buddy's first hobby grade RC, my buddy Johnny. He was in my Max running video. That was his first hobby grade RC, man. He just got it like a year ago. Definitely good entry, I think. But yeah, Mitchell, you see I put my finger over the exhaust and pulled? It primes it right away. Just don't pull too much or you'll flood it. No, some servos can handle up to 4S, I guess. Just apply the receiver and hot ground. Yeah, I'm not the guy to ask about that, man. I don't want to tell you something and you blow something up like you blow a servo. I kind of want to start it now, Mitchell. You're killing me. I think this is a bad glow plug, though. I put his crappy one in. Yeah, this is a bad one. So when you guys are if you guys are doing nitro, if you look, you're not going to see this on video, but it's like concave, this little washer. So like if you look at it, it's like bold like this on one side. If you flip it over, it's kind of up on the other. You want the bowl side up because when the glow plug goes in, it's going to make a better seal. If it's facing up, I've had issues with that. So when you look at it, like I can see, you guys are not going to see that, but like it's like a bowl this way. That's the way it goes down this way, and the glow plug goes through the top this way. It makes a better seal. So like I literally had that motor I want to run because it's just upside down. I know it's the littlest thing, but look at that before you put your glow plug in. Let me see if this glow plug igniter is even charged. Test it. Ow! I just stabbed myself. Son of a... I had my scissors out on my Leatherman. My moob. All right. Are you working? It might have enough juice to start it. Didn't look like it got super bright, but maybe get a little bark out of it. No guarantees, because like I said, I haven't messed with this in a while, and this isn't even mine. This is someone that asked me to try to get it started for him. All right, just prime her up a little. When you're priming this way, just remember, don't hold your finger on it too long. Just wait until it gets to the carburetor and stop. Like, don't flood your motor. Yeah, I don't think this glow plug has enough juice to it. Definitely isn't that bright when I hooked it up. But it's definitely holding fuel now. There's no air bubbles, so that's a huge... And I really don't want to open one of my new glow plugs for this guy. Do I have... Let me see what I have up here. Is this a good glow plug? They should have some waterproof servers for stuff. Do you? How much? Give you a high five and a hug. Let's test this one. If this is glowing brighter, it should start. I don't know, man. I'll try it. Yeah, I don't. I think this is his old glow plug that was in here, and it doesn't get very bright. Sometimes you get lucky, you can stand with them, but if this glow plug works, come on, YouTube, why are you dropping me like that? Sorry, guys. Refresh. Sorry, guys. It's I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube. And Jo, thank you. But yeah, I did do that. I tested the first one I put in there. It seemed bright enough, but it didn't want to kick it over. So I'll try this one. Excellent. No. It's got one bubble right there. Coming in. Yeah, I don't know. I think the glow plug might be bad. That's my second one. And like I said, I don't want to open a new one for this guy. I could take one out of another truck, but I'm not trying to do that right now. Because even the top of the glow plug, I don't think it's igniting. I don't think these glow plugs are good. Yeah, Joe, I've done that on this off stream before. This thing just does not want to start. It's definitely pulling fuel now, though. And like I said, I don't think this is getting bright enough. Hot enough, I should say. Yeah, I just think this glow plug's bad, too. It's like barely even, like the bottom coil. Yeah, it's starting to slowly go out. I think this glow plug igniter might be dead, too. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a bunch of things all at once. But yeah, this is a bad glow plug too. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to tell him to get me glow plugs because I'm not using one of my good ones. I only got 2 new ones right now. But step one, it's got a fuel going to it, which is nice. Why'd I throw that away? Oh, here it is. I should put this old glow plug back in this motor here, just so crap don't get in there. I found this that what's it called? T-Max I told you I got from the trash. This motor was on it, and this motor runs like a champ. I was shocked. I took it apart, cleaned it out real good, give it a tune. But yeah, it thing fired up and ran. I was surprised. I guess the guy just got fed up and didn't want to deal with nitro anymore, just threw it away. But yeah, this is a job for another day. Once I put a new glow plug in it, I'm pretty sure it'll just fire right up. Because when I had like a so-so glow plug in there, even when I first brought it home, like it gave me a little roar, and that was it. But it's definitely pulling fuel. I can see it going in. Oh wow, I should probably put this back in. But yeah, it just needs a glow plug, and it's probably gonna need a tune because Lord knows this dude. When I picked this up from this guy, I was like, dude, your brakes aren't connected. So yeah, I don't use brakes. So all right, no brakes are connected. He don't want them connected either. But yeah, that's a job for another day. How many people? Wow, it's not 10 people. Holy crap, guys! I appreciate it. Yeah, sometimes you pop. Yeah, I've done that. But even then, though, sometimes I find that certain tanks just suck. They're just not. Even when you like prime it good, it'll start and it'll just die and refuse to start again. So it could be like a small leak in the tank too, or like a small little air gap. I had one on a Revo once, and took me hours to find out. I was like, what the hell is going on with this thing? Because it would start, run for like 10, 15 minutes, and then just die. Or just refuse to start. I'm like, what is going on? And it finally got to the point where I blew into the tank like super hard, and I seen bubbles off to the side. I knew that's what it was, but it was like the smallest little pinhole. like really small. And that's the day I accidentally drank nitro. Because I was blown in, I seen a little bubble come out, and I stopped and nitro. Yeah, don't do that. It burns. But, guys, I think I'm going to end it there. It's been, what, 3 hours? Holy crap. We still have 10 people in here. I appreciate the hell out of you guys coming in. And like I said, it wasn't, like, exciting, but we got some work done. I got to talk to you guys. I really enjoyed it. My mods, Mitchell, Jo, RC guy, if you're in here, I appreciate you guys coming in too. Yeah, and again, I said this earlier. I'm going to say it again. Go check out Mitchell. My other mods too, but go check out Mitchell. He just picked up a new nitro. Jo, I don't want to ruin it, but he picked up something too. But yeah, definitely go check out Mitchell. Shoot him a sub. He makes some cool stuff, and his wife videos for him sometimes. It's a cool little duo, so definitely go check him out. I'm going to end it there. I'll see you guys soon. Look for a beach running video of the Outcast. Like I said, I'm going to go see my buddy tomorrow after work. I'm going to stay there overnight. So he wants to see the truck run, so we're going to do that. That's a long question. Cheap? Well, shoot me a message, and we'll talk. But yeah, guys, again, I appreciate the hell out of you guys coming. I'll catch you on the next one. See you soon.